Hello, beautiful soul. This is a message, a spiritual reading, channeled energy reading from your spirit baby, accompanied by angelic guidance. We're specifically looking at fertility. Those of you who are feeling called to welcome a baby into this time-space reality. And you might have questions around fertility. For some of you, you've had a loss recently and you are wondering if that baby will come, if that soul will come back around, or if a new soul will come back around, or if you will have another chance, another opportunity, and perhaps the next pregnancy will be one that carries through into them coming into this life, being born into this life, or incarnating again. So we're specifically looking at connecting with your spirit baby about your fertility, around fertility, with the support of angelic guidance as well. All right, I'm doing a pick-a-pal reading. So if you have felt called to this reading because of where you are on your journey right now, trust that your guides and your keepers have led you here. Ask them to guide you to the pile that is right for you, the pile that holds your message. We've got pile 1, 2, and 3. And the significators for each pile, just to help you to make your decision. Pile 1 is trust. That is your card. Pile 2 is willpower, and that is your card. Pile 3 is faith, and that is your card. Okay, so pause the video if you need to. Take a moment, ask your guides and keepers to guide you through the number to the pile that is meant for you, that holds your message today. And then let's get into the messages. Let's connect. Just tuning into spirit energy. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I give thanks to my guides and keepers, your guides and keepers, for bringing us together, for helping us to connect to your spirit babies on the other side, and to bring through these messages to serve your highest good, to help you to heal or to clear out wherever there may be blockage in the womb, in the sacral portal, as you set an intention or intend to usher in new life into this time-space reality. This is all done on a divine level between you, your soul, and the soul of your baby. This is sacred communication, divine communication, and we just want to bring some of that into the 3D reality for your clarity. So we give thanks. Now let's begin with pile 1. All right, my beautiful pile 1s. So the overall energy that is offered in your reading here is the energy that is embodied in the relationship between you and your spirit baby. This is the medicine. This is the gift. This is what your spirit baby is guiding you towards and brings you as they come into this time-space reality, into this life, when they are born. What governs the relationship here on a soul level, and what they are symbolic of, this child that you want to bring into this world, what they are symbolic of for you is trust. There is a restoration of the solar plexus that is at the heart of your entire journey, and your journey has already begun. As you go through the journey of setting the intention, doing the manifesting, conception, all of that, getting the treatments that some of you are getting. What governs the relationship, what governs your sacred contract with your spirit baby is trust. That is associated with your solar plexus. That is self-worth, self-esteem, trust, trusting yourself, your relationship with yourself, all of that is what this soul comes to teach you. And that lesson's already begun. Your journey with the soul of your baby does not only begin when they incarnate into this life. It begins long before that. And the message from your spirit baby is that they've come to help you to restore trust, to restore your personal power, to heal where there has been a lot of contrast, obstacles, and challenges around trust. Your voice, to help you to find your voice, and to expect good things to happen to you. One of the big questions that you may be asking right now is, why does it seem to be a challenge for me to conceive right now? Or why does it seem as though things are not happening as easily as I expect it to, as I think it should, or perhaps as it has happened for other people? And your spirit baby wants you to know that the resistance exists in your expectation of things not working out, your inability to expect good things. You've gotten so used to disappointment. You've developed a coping mechanism where you set yourself up, or you create an expectation of disappointment so that you feel like you are in control. I'm going to be disappointed, so I might as well be the one in control of the disappointment. This has become a mechanism of self-sabotage. And so the inability to trust, and what is on the other side of that, which is negative expectation of others, negative expectation of circumstances, which is a pessimism is what is causing the resistance in the womb and blocking the portal. Now this can go all the way back to your relationship with mom and dad, your very first core relationships. And the thing about healing, because I can already hear many of you thinking to yourself, but I thought I've worked through that. I've gone to therapy for that. I'm aware of that. Is it still relevant in how you process and perceive your experiences today? Is it still relevant when something doesn't quite work out the way you think it should have? Do you find yourself regressing back into that inner child wound? Is that still your go-to? Because doing the healing work, learning to understand yourself, why you do what you do, your coping mechanisms, does not automatically erase the tendency. It simply gives you more awareness and tools to make a different choice. But you can be making a different choice for 5 years and suddenly you regress back to that, just like an alcoholic or a drug addict. If we are not making the deliberate choice to perceive an experience through the state of being, or the part of ourselves that is source and soul, through our higher perspective, then we by default make the choice to go into an old habit that the ego has set up to help us to survive. And this is a decision we've got to make for the rest of our lives. Just like somebody who could have spent 30 years seeing the best in the world and manifesting a reality from that point of attraction. And then something happens to them and suddenly it changes how they see the world. And their habit, the momentum is still built around them seeing the best, but then that becomes the thing that they now see as the not as what they don't want to do. So they then have to make the decision deliberately to see the threats. For some of us, because of we've been seeing the threat, we have gotten into the habit of deliberately looking for the threat because of experiences that we've had. The idea of being able to just unconsciously move through this reality and naturally we just respond to everything in the way that is best for us is not possible. Being conscious is being in our highest state. Being conscious also means being willing to feel everything. So there is a blockage here that you are being given time to clear out. And it's entirely up to you how long you take. If you have a clogged pipe in your house and you decide every day I'm going to spend 5 minutes doing these 5 things or this particular thing to unclog the pipe, within a few days it will be unclogged, maybe even a week if you're spending 5 minutes. If you decide I'm going to spend 2 hours a day, maybe it'll happen quicker. But if you decide, yes, I need to unclog this pipe, I know it's clogging, and only when I need to use water and it overflows and it causes agitation will I spend a few minutes on it. It's going to take a lot longer. Sometimes you're just going to ignore the overflow. Eventually, you might even get used to the inconvenience. It's entirely up to us what kind of energy we offer. But your spirit baby does want you to know that you are further along than you think, and trusting the process is exactly the antidote to heightening your fertility, preparing and opening up the portal for new life to come in. I do see 2 children here, so that could resonate with you in some way in my card, and that just drew my attention. All right, so let's get the rest of your message from your spirit baby. What else is meant to come through here? So as I said earlier, this goes back to parents. This has been something you have been faced with throughout your life in relationships. You've got the Page of Wands. All right, what else? Let's pull your cards and then Ascension, Death and Ascension. This is definitely a spiritual journey. This baby, this spirit baby, the journey together is about your ascension. This child comes to support you. This precious soul comes to support you in your personal ascension and your growth. Is coming in to help you to restore trust, is already connected to you to help you to restore trust. I'm getting a message that there is a father figure on the other side, a father, and this child comes in as a reincarnation of your father. So this is becoming very specific now. This could be a father figure, or this could be your father. Preparing to reincarnate, and where there has been an absence an absence pertaining to the father figure in your life, there is a restoration of trust. You face many challenges as a result of being a fatherless child, the daddyless daughter. For some of you, this is that your father, your paternal, your biological father is still alive, but has abandoned you in one way or another, in a particular way, and the energy of the grandfather comes through, embodying the divine father, and the divine father figure, the divine father energy for you. And like I said, for some of you, this is a father figure, so you will know exactly what it is. It would already have landed for you. Okay. Okay. One more. One more. Beautiful. Okay. So in the months, in the time that you have been in the energy of, and a lot of your focus has gone towards fertility, new life, having a baby, bringing this child into the world, and some of the challenges that you faced. You have been given the time, all of the time that you might feel is indicative of lack, shortage, disappointment, failure, things not working out the way they're supposed to be. It is actually a gift, sacred time for you, time in which you have been able to rewrite a lot of your story. This is why you have this beautiful page of wands. Look at this. Brush strokes, new brush, new color. You are taking the canvas that is your life and the story that has been yours, and you've been able to rewrite it, create a new piece of art, create a new environment, a new state of being, a new you in many, many ways, in preparation for this child to come into this world. You want them to come into you've created a sacred, special place for them, and your spirit baby wants to acknowledge that. I'm getting a very strong energy of a boy, okay, for this collective. It is for a general collective, so for some of you it could be a girl, but for the majority of this collective, I'm sensing boys. Okay, we have ascension, we have death. This is what's coming through for me. Yeah, the message coming through for me with this card is that they're saying to me that the loss of this father figure, the loss of this person in your life, it feels recent. Now, even if it happened a long time ago, it still feels fresh to you. But also, I'm getting the message for some of you here, you have had a loss recently, miscarriage, or the loss of your pregnancy, and that this has changed something inside of you. And even though this is a very, very painful thing, and that pain is being acknowledged, it has also opened something up inside of you that is really, really powerful. It has, and so Spirit Baby wants you to know they're coming back in very soon. It's the same baby. I'm coming back in very, very soon. This round was not the right time. This round was important for me to channel the energy into the womb space to help you to clear the portal, the space for that activation, to help you to prepare for me to come in with trust. To help you to get to that place of personal power where you understand taking care of yourself is paramount, and trusting your intuition, and standing on business, and honoring your boundaries, and keeping your promises to yourself, making decisions and engaging in your relationships in a way that contributes to your self-worth and your self-esteem. That is what this round was about. It's not that you are not deserving. It's not that we are not ready. That is what your spirit baby wants you to know. You just needed some support. I'm also seeing a move. They're showing me a move, moving out of from where you are, whatever you perceive home to be right now, into a new space. They're coming in when you're in this new space. There is you making a move. There is a big move here that they're showing me is happening. So this is you moving into your own home or moving to a new city where perhaps you have a new beginning. But this shift is leaving behind a lot of what is a part of an old identity. And this move, this new beginning, it is right for you and it is right for your baby. It is right for the whole. It is the best thing for everyone. They're showing me they come in when you're in this new space. Okay. Your baby also wants you to know that it's a process. Be patient with yourself. Show yourself grace. It's going to take a little bit of time for you to cut out the relationships and the situations that are not good for you. They're saying you're sentimental and you have a tendency to hold on to things long after you know its time has probably ended. But at the same time, your spirit baby wants you to know that as uncomfortable as the journey has been in certain ways, things are going to happen really quickly. So don't sleep on yourself. That's what they're saying. Things are going to happen really quickly. Be very intentional about creating. Be very intentional about your space, your actions, and the choices you make, and do what feels right for you, because they're coming in very, very soon. They're coming in soon, very, very soon. And with them, they bring joy and excitement and a lot of newness. You could be ushering in a fire sign, or the energy of fire and air together, because this is a very dynamic, sharp-minded, very driven, proud. They're coming in to make you proud. They know what they want, they know who they are, and they are going to inspire a lot of trust. And going to inspire a lot of confidence in you as well. This is a strong energy and a protective energy coming in, and there'll be so much restoration. There is so much restoration, and even when you look back, you will see it, that your journey together started long before they were born. So this is your message, beautiful soul. I'm going to give you some guidance from the angels of light to close out your reading today. You've got the Archangel Gabriel stepping forward. You are blessed to receive this energy, this message from the Archangel Gabriel, who works on the white ray of grace and purification. It is a time to release old memories, ingrained habits, and mental patterns which lower your vibrations. Archangel Gabriel is here to support you in doing so and to guide you towards exactly that. Archangel Gabriel will bring order and discipline into your life so that everything runs smoothly. You can also call on the Archangel to bring you clarity and joy. Also, the message coming through for you is about synchronicity. Remember, beautiful soul, there is no such thing as chance in our incredible universe. The coincidences and synchronicities are carefully orchestrated by your guides and angels. So recognize them as the hand of spirit. Rejoice when you notice them, for they are the angels' messages to you that you are on the right path. And this reading here today is that confirmation for you. You're on the right path. Rejoice when you notice them, for they are the angels' messages to you that you are on the right path. Start to expect them and look for them. Be aware that there is a divine reason behind them and consider what the message or lesson is. Synchronicity is also a reminder to you that all things happen in divine timing. And that's what your message was about. Your affirmation to support you through this is all things happen in the perfect time. Now, since this beautiful soul of yours has come through and made it very, very clear that you're at the heart of your soul contract is trust, a restoration of trust, and to heal the tendency to expect unwanted things. I want to read to you from my Blue Messiah Oracle deck what this card is symbolic of, so that you get the full message. All right. So trust in the wisdom of your heart. In truth, it will guide you always. In this time of transitioning on Mother Earth, it is vital that you stay aligned with your inner truth and trust in your own inner knowing and guidance. Should you find yourself being overshadowed by the judgment and criticism of others, send them love. Detach compassionately from their illusions, opinions, and beliefs, which serve only to limit your expansive true nature. There is no need to validate or justify your reason for being on the path that you are on, dear one. There is also no need for validation from others that you are on the right path. Trust yourself and trust your heart's compass to steer you in the direction most aligned with your truth. It is this path that will allow you to progress and open doors to opportunities, creativity, clarity, and guidance. Raising your vibration, you naturally open up to the higher frequencies of love. You are a magnificent, empowering soul. Remember always, dear one, that all the guidance that you could ever need lives within you. So stay true to your principles and always trust your inner guidance. Take time to listen to yourself, hear and feel what is going on, and follow through on what needs to be done. Listen to how you're feeling. Your emotions, their information, they tell you where you are. Are you in alignment with your truth? Are you in alignment with your manifestation? Are you in alignment with what your soul desires? Or are you out of alignment with it? Are you empowered or are you disempowered? And then from that place, you can ask yourself, well, what is the thought I'm thinking? What is the meaning I've attached to this that either disempowers me or empowers me, so that I can stop doing that, make a different decision, or keep doing more of this so that I can keep adding to the momentum. You are more powerful than you think, Pile One. I hope that this message has brought you comfort. And if you'd like to go into more detail, perhaps you would like to connect to and channel your spirit baby through a private reading, you're welcome to contact me. Details are in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, do what is best for you. Love and light. See you next time. Let's move on to Pile 2. Hello, my beautiful Pile 2s. We're answering your question around fertility, connecting to your spirit baby on the other side, because if you feel the desire, the pull towards bringing a baby, bringing a soul into this time-space reality and being a mother or a father, it is because there is a sacred contract. And having a little bit more information about what that is really about could really set you on the right path, because clarity helps us to face the direction of that which we are ready for, and it makes it manifest so much quicker and with a lot more ease and less unwanted karma. So that's what we're taking a look at. At the heart, the overall energy of your contract, your sacred contract with your spirit baby, is willpower. So the message coming through from them, because this is a collective, okay, so I'm channeling for a collective, is that you're still in a place of giving a lot of your power away to the conditions, and to the systems, and to the organizations, and to those who you perceive to be in power outside of you. They either have the power to make you happy or unhappy, or they have the power to uplift you or pull you down. There's still a lot of disempowerment in how you perceive your experiences. They're coming in and they're connecting to you to help, to work on that, to tune into your personal power. There is so much that you want and that your beautiful heart desires that you've not been able to manifest. And this has been difficult for you. Everything is channeled through the portal that is your womb space, or your belly, or your sacral chakra. And if that is blocked, or there is resistance there, they're showing me not so much a blocking, they're showing me a crossing. It's as if the path, the portal is open to go north, but the path is being looked for going west. So it's as like you're trying to dig out a path, find a path where there is none. And this is a crossing, where it feels like the wires are crossed, and you experience this a lot in your relationships, in communication, in encounters that you have. That's how you'll know, or you'll understand how this manifests in your life. So your spirit baby is helping you and coming in to help you too, supporting you into your initiation into personal power, into taking having the capacity, the strength, the wherewithal to recognize that you are completely responsible for the reality that you create and how you experience it. And if there's conflict and you're experiencing resistance, it is because there is either a belief or a perspective or an idea that you are holding fast to that is not serving you. Now for you, pal, too, your spirit baby is showing that there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. There is a relationship that is very, very active in your energy right now with someone who hasn't behaved well, who you feel has done you wrong. You see this person as narcissistic and toxic. You see them as being distorted in their energy, not a healthy person. And there's resentment. You feel really, really, you feel like this person has done you wrong. You were very good. And for some of you, you're still in the situation. I've been good to this person. They should treat me better. I deserve more from them. This expectation from someone who has already shown you that they cannot give you healthy, they cannot give you what it is you expect, is a form of insanity. But so many of us do it. And so the resentment and the expectation of being validated It's as if people could confirm that they were wrong, if this person could just acknowledge or apologize and acknowledge that what they did to me was wrong, it will confirm and validate my goodness. And needing that validation comes from a long history of dealing with people who have, there's a parent figure who either has borderline personality disorder or narcissism, and you're still healing this. The relationships that you've had have all just been to mirror that wound. And very often, pile 2, you do this to yourself. Because what we do when somebody does something that we don't like, and we hold the responsibility over them, we want karma to deal with them. We want them to apologize. We want some kind of answer as to why someone would ever do something like that to us. We hold ourselves in the position of, we maintain the victimhood. We maintain being the position of being oppressed. We basically keep ourselves where that person put us with their one action. We enable the hold, the impact that they've had on us instead of setting ourselves free. And this is something that you struggle with. I'm also getting a message for many of you from your spirit babies that the relationship you're in right now is not conducive to this, and them coming in is not going to make your relationship healthier. You're attached. There is a very unhealthy attachment here that you need to release. And this is what the message I'm getting loud and clear. It's being echoed. You want me to come in. You are calling me forth, but not for the right reasons. The time is not right. That is the message I'm getting here. Okay. What I want to share with you, pile 2, this might not be an easy message to hear. Please know that it is. I'm just the messenger, and I'm sharing with you what is coming through from them. And if this is a message from your spirit baby, even if it's uncomfortable, it'll serve you well to honor the message. They've created the space to step forward, to make this connection with you, to bring you this clarity. So take a breath, put your thinking self to the side, put your ego to the side, open your heart, and just be receptive of the possibility that this could be the truth, your truth, and could serve you more than anything else right now. For some of you, you are in a relationship that is breaking your heart, that's not healthy. 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords with the toxic person who has narcissistic tendencies, and bringing them into this time space where having a baby is not going to resolve this. It's not going to turn, they are not the magic potion that's going to come in and turn your relationship into a fairy tale. The timing is not right. So what I want to share with you, pile 2, is that we've got a new wave of beings coming into our reality right now, into our world. They're a new species. The babies coming in now, they're a hybrid species. I've spoken about this on my channel before, where I told you guys that the aliens that are coming in, making contact, are not coming in on ships. They're coming in through the portal that is the womb. They're integrating in that way. Just think about the intelligence. Not coming in as some foreign. That's never worked. Even on our planet, you can see when foreigners are people, we are so programmed to see difference. So them coming in through the womb allows for a integration that is a lot more fitting to how we are wired, because it doesn't matter what our children look like. We're wired to love them, okay, when they come through our portal. And so that is how they're coming in. And this new species, we'll recognize them because they'll have distinct features. Extra fingers, less fingers, eyes will be distinctively different, hair all over the face. Like, they will look visibly different. There will be physical attributes that highlight the fact that they're different. Not only neurological, although neurological is part of it as well. They're a new species of children coming in, and they are not coming in for our karma. So they are very selective about what they're coming into, choosing their parents, and this is what your spirit babies want you to know, that the relationship and the person. Now, if this is your message, you already know. If this is not your message, you'll know it's not your message, darling. Then perhaps you were meant to choose another pile, and you can do that now. But if this is your message, they want you to know he or she, your partner, whoever your partner is not in the right energy. So therefore they are not ready to come in. Okay, let's get the rest of the message. And because your partner's not in the right energy, you are not in the right energy. Because you cannot be in a relationship that is one thing and you are something different. You are what your relationship is portraying, is mirroring to you. Okay, and so being willing to acknowledge that is where you start your work, and you begin to take your power back. You've got the Magician. Look at that. You are extremely gifted, but you are not in your power right now. And bringing a child into this reality is not going to change that miraculously. And perhaps you do want a secret antidote that suddenly just shifts everything. It does not exist. Because even the idea of that makes us powerless, and we are not powerless. We are creators. We are co-creators with the universe. We are co-creators with Source. Queen of Swords. So I've got the Magician, I've got the Queen of Swords, and then I'm going to tell you the message coming through with these cards. 10 of Swords. Yeah, can't make this up, eh? Cannot make this up. As the story reveals itself, it's just confirming and validating what has already been said. Ace of Cups, beautiful. And this one is 5 of Wands, and give me one more. Yeah, okay. So, Magician. You are gifted. You are the Magician. Stepping into your purpose, you are being prepared to step into your purpose and to fully embody your personal power by bringing all of the elements within you into balance. Okay. Your beliefs and your behavior, they can't be contradictory. You can't believe one thing, but then you may take behaving or making choices that are contradictory to it. That makes your magic wonky. Okay? Your thoughts, your desires, they also have to be in alignment, all of it. Otherwise, you find yourself manifesting relationships in which you are manipulated, or where you are trying to manipulate outcomes. This is not ill-intended. This is just a natural part of our design. Okay. Queen of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. Sometimes, because you don't trust yourself and you don't believe in your personal power, you don't believe that you can have better or change things, you cut your nose to spite your face. You know what the right thing is to do, but you see here, how she's cut her mask off. Sometimes the Queen of Swords is portrayed as she cut her head off, where you don't want to be rational, you don't want to think about things, you just want to follow whatever your impulse is. It's time for you to remove the mask, to step into your authenticity, to be true to yourself. And this is what your baby is helping you to do, even from the other side, from the spirit baby realm, because your journey together started a long time ago. It's in full force. The fact that you are here having this reading is evidence of that. And so you are both getting ready to be ready for this next chapter in which you your baby incarnates, and you get to you are initiated into motherhood or fatherhood. Okay. 10 of Swords. This is an ending. This is a chapter being closed. This person in your life, this relationship, is going to come to an end. There is an ending here so that a new beginning can come in. All right. This Ace of Cups is symbolic of them incarnating into this time-space reality. That energy, look at that beautiful energy, mana coming in from the heavens. The cup is your womb, that mana is their soul essence. And this water here is the world in which you bring them into, which is enlightened and beautiful. Five of Wands. This is conflict. This is when people's values are not aligned. All right. Now, for some of you in this collective, you are going to release this person. But for most of you in this collective, you are not going to. You are going to you're going to remain in this relationship until you're going to stubbornly stay and see it through until the extended period for which the soul can incarnate comes. You bring baby in, and then the relationship falls apart. It's entirely up to you. Your spirit baby wants you to know that the connection with you is core. The one who fertilizes, the one who you bring this baby in with, is not set. So it could be the person you're with now, or it could be someone else. And the choice you make vastly determines the path towards your connected destination. So I hope the words that I'm using make sense. I hope that I'm making sense, because it looks to me like for most of you, you are going to, despite this message, despite this warning, you are going to see this through. There is no judgment. What your spirit baby wants you to know is that it won't be ideal. The path, the destination will not be changed. The purpose will not be changed. They come in to help you they come in to help you evolve and expand for your bloodline. Your journey towards that expansion together will look different depending on the choice you make. The journey is as important as the destination, as someone who have had that experience as a mom, I believe. But I do see for this collective pile too, you are going to continue on the same path, doing the same thing. Some of you are going to hopefully take heed with this message and immediately get a spiritual life coach and start working, doing the spiritual healing and doing your process work, doing your shadow work. Some of you are immediately going to get in touch with a therapist or whoever you feel called to, and you're going to start doing the processes, get the books and start taking action and making different choices, getting yourself to a place where you are stronger to be able to make healthier choices for yourself. But the rest of you are going to continue, most of you are going to continue doing the same thing you've always done, despite the message. There is no judgment, but please know moving forward that the path you choose has been your own choice. And at the very least, just honor that. Because otherwise, on that path, once again, you'll continue to give your power away. Why is this happening to me? Why did this happen? Why is this so difficult? Why are things working out like this for me? Remember, it is your choice. There are those who will pass this message, who really need it. Everything happens as it should and when your soul is ready for it. But the way that it looks here is, for most of you, you're going to stubbornly stick it out. And the time frame I am looking at here, what is that, 10 weeks? There will be a conception. There will be the future. This is what the future looks like. There will be a conflict of values. There will be conflict just from all around. There will be other people. This person will not be faithful with the 7 of Wands. And eventually you and your little one are going to have to leave them behind, and it's not going to be easy. You see that? So whatever the purpose is for showing you and bringing you this message, I hope that you are able to receive it with the utmost love. I'm going to close the reading now. Those of you who would like to, or feel called to, and you are ready to start your journey of empowering yourself and healing and growth and expansion, you can contact me for spiritual coaching sessions. Details are in the description box below. Let's get some guidance for my pile 2s from the angels of light today. The angels bring you a message to support you through this period about commitment. The angel wisdom reminds you that when you aim for a vision, without doubt or deviation, it must succeed. Your guidance is to persevere towards your vision. Let every thought, word, and action be directed towards your desired outcome. Now, if you want, do yourself a favor, because your shadows will take this message and be like, yeah, you should just be stubborn about what you want, and eventually things are going to turn out the way you want with the person you're with. Write down your ideal story of what it would look like what your relationship, what your life, what your home would look and feel like. What an average day would look and feel like with the father of your child or the mother of your child and your child. And then ask yourself, highlight the feelings, and ask yourself if that's what your relationship feels like now. Because if it's not your reality, you are making choices and you are accepting things that are not in alignment with your desired outcome. So you are expecting commitment from outside of you, from others, when you are not able or willing to commit to your own vision. Nothing is more important than focused energy, and the angels will see the pure light of your commitment, whether it is to the relationship, a piece of work, a journey, or anything else in your life. If you want more honor in your relationship, you must be willing to honor yourself unapologetically, even if it means being alone. Not an easy thing depending on where you are, but it's easier when you're in a healthy relationship with yourself, when your wounds are no longer festering. I know I speak from experience, and I see this with my clients all the time. Remember to ask them to help and know when to when to dedicate your intention to the highest good, and the angels will support you. Now, willpower. This is what governs your sacred contract with your spirit baby. Is your willpower in a state of being that uplifts you or keeps you stuck? Because there is a stubborn air that I'm getting about pile 2, and I know it all too well because I have that tendency too. I've made my life harder than it's needed to be for the longest time, and it's taken me many years to outgrow that. If I could have met someone like me when I was younger, my world, my life would be so much easier, and it would look very different if I had that support. So, I want to read to you from my Blue Messiah Oracle what the meaning of this card is, so that you can get the full picture for the energy and the support, and what your spirit baby has come to help you to learn, and what your spirit baby is coming to support you through. The tallest oak in the forest was once just a tiny nut that held its ground. There are days that you feel as though you cannot sustain your energy or reach your goals. This can be disheartening, and indulging in unhealthy habits can be all too easy. This card serves as a reminder to you that it is time to turn what you already know into what you do. Willpower is the driving force behind your strength and determination. It is born from the willingness to change your present situation. This inner power can overcome emotional and mental resistance and literally transform your life. The first step in developing willpower is finding the willingness to make a change. This is the most important step, as it forms into the motivating force that you need to carry you through. The stronger your will, the stronger your ability to persevere and successfully achieve your goals. The second step to strengthening your will is applying discipline and focus. Although this step can be challenging some days, walk through it and just do what needs to be done. Willpower, accompanied with self-discipline, ultimately will lead you to self-mastery, instead of being a slave to unhealthy patterns. You don't attain willpower and discipline. They are already inside of you. Go now and reclaim your will and take back the reins of your life. Beautiful. Well, there you have your message. Pile 2. I hope that this message brings you clarity, and that it serves your highest good, and that you know that you have this very wise spirit baby on the other side that knows that you have an appointed time. The spirit baby is very, very wise. They were a teacher of yours in a past life, and they come in with the intention of honoring your free will. It's entirely up to you. And the reason why this is a part of the journey together is because you have lost your truth, your way, when it comes to understanding the power of your free will, and that you even have it. Again, as I say, willpower. That is what you've come to heal and master in this life. So, with so much love, if you'd like to take a closer look, perhaps you'd like to get a private channeled message, or, as I said before, you want to start your journey towards personal power and growth, expansion. Details are in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, do what is best for you. Pile 2, love and light. See you next time. Bye now. Hello, my beautiful pile 3s. We're connecting to your spirit baby on the other side, bringing you guidance and message about fertility for those of you who are planning, working towards, and your intention is, and you are hopeful that you will bring life into this world soon, that you will be ushered into, initiated into motherhood or fatherhood. Okay. The overall energy, the energy that governs your sacred contract with the spirit baby, is faith. The purpose of this soul contract is to restore your faith, and they are doing that, and that is the intention. The journey together has already started, and it'll only grow and expand even more as time goes on. I'm getting a very strong message that the father of your baby is someone that you already have a very deep connection with, this is a soulmate, but there is distance between you. There is block communication, or there is distance for some reason, because the two of you still have some growth or something to clear out, or something that needs to mature emotionally. That is for a large collective here. For some of you, your person has not yet come into, you've not met them yet, but this is a soulmate, someone that you know through many, many lifetimes, but you are emotionally blocked, and this is why they've not been able to come in yet. Once you clear the emotional and the mental block when it comes to relationships, there is a fear around a particular type or being in a particular kind of situation that you are still challenged to overcome. This is what is keeping them out of reach. So whether this is someone that you've not met yet, or someone that you already know and have a bit of history with, already you will know exactly which part of this reading is, which version is for you. There is a block here. And so your baby wants you to know that their father or their mother has already been chosen. The three of you and the grandparents, which actually make 7 of you, have already sat in sacred council in the spiritual realm, having lengthy conversations even before you were born about your spirit baby's incarnation. It is already decided. Okay. But there is a block, and it's a fear. It's a fear. There is a fear, something that is dominating your life in terms of fear. Your greatest fear right now, answer that question. What is your greatest fear right now? Write it down. That is what's blocking them coming in. Okay. So, you've got the 8 of Pentacles. You get distracted sometimes. This is what they're saying, and you lose your focus. But you are already ready. Everything is in place. You don't, and there's this fear. Because of your fear, you want to control everything. All right. You've pushed this person away. You are keeping this person, the soulmate of yours, at an energetic distance, because you have a false sense of comfort and security that you have just that you've developed in control, in your independence. And things have happened that have knocked your faith. I feel like for this collective, you feel like maybe your time or your opportunity for this is over. So this could be an age thing. This could be that you've been trying for a long time and doctors have told you that the chances are very rare. But that you feel like maybe you're too old for this now and it won't be possible. You may not be fully aware of this, pile 3, but you are betraying yourself out of happiness. You are betraying yourself, and you are not being honest with yourself. And allowing happiness and success. Jaded. Can you believe that good things can come after a lot of disappointment? that happiness can come, that emotional fulfillment and a good relationship can come after you've had many disappointments. Can you believe and trust that you can be loved and held, that things don't have to be perfect? There's the sense of you wanting to control everything, yeah, and not wanting to surrender to that is not easy for you. I'm feeling emotional because your spirit baby and the angels are showing me that the hardships you've been through and how much you've given, and the outcomes have just been so brutal. So of course it's going to take a lot of faith to focus on and trust in the sun, that it comes out for you every single day, and that is enough. This year I'm seeing a combination of girls and boys. So for this collective, there's a good mix of girls and boys coming through. You are not too old. You've not missed the opportunity. It's not impossible. The physical health challenges at the right moment, they're nothing in the face of this child incarnating. The energy is very, very powerful. It is going to happen, and you're going to feel like it's a miracle. It is ordained. It is divine countenance, and it is divine timing. And your spirit babies want you to know that their other parent is already chosen. And that you can trust that at the right moment, you will see that. Your spirit baby is not asking you to override your natural instinct to take care of yourself, to make sure that you are making the right decisions for you. There is no rush. And the challenges that you are facing, and for those of you who are already in this connection, but there's a crossing right now, you've either separated, there's been a fallout or a breakup, it's temporary. You guys are going to figure this out. Your spirit baby also wants you to know you've been focusing on the right things. You've been working on your stuff, what matters, your purpose, your calling, your business, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual health and well-being. You are so committed, so dedicated, sometimes you feel like you are not getting anywhere. But your spirit baby wants you to know that you are wiping clean thousands of pages of ancestral trauma, ancestral wrongs. Blood on these pages. They're showing me blood on these pages. What you are doing is no small feat. You are doing a lot more than most humans have been able to. And you are succeeding. Take a breath and just feel what that means. Even though with your physical eyes, with your human perspective, you don't see it that way. You often feel like you're failing. You are not. Continue doing what you are doing. You are being true to yourself. It is not your job to close the gap here. It's just your job to acknowledge and be aware of the fact that maybe there is more to the story. And honoring myself is key. Making the choice to honor myself is making the choice not to feed into the energy of resistance and control and wanting to control everything, make everything right. Just honor myself. All I have to do today is honor myself with this situation, honor myself in this space, not change anything, allow the universe to take care of everything for me. Their parent is making their way towards you very soon. They will come in and make this declaration and close this gap between you. Together, you have the 10 of Cups. Look at that, the little girl and the little boy. I can't make this up. I told you I'm seeing a combination of both, and here they're pointing them out to me. Look at that. For some of you, this is twins. They're coming in simultaneously, girl and boy. But this is happily ever after. This is happiness. Look at that. This is you having your needs met. Fireplace in the back. Cups filled on the mantle, on the hearth. This is house and hearth. Food, love, everything you need. You're still processing some losses that you've had. But this, as I've said to you, this baby comes in to restore faith for you and the other parent, where the heart has been hurt and has been heavy. Faith is restored. The heart chakra is healed. This is all part of the grieving process. All of this and everything that's happened, the breakup for some of you, the past unhealthy, tragic relationships and painful endings, the losses, the terminations, the miscarriages, the working through whatever this connection offers you now, wherever you are on your relationship journey, healing and growing through your own relationship wounds and fears, overcoming this fear, whatever that is, it's all part of the grieving process. And you're not grieving only for your own losses, you're not only processing what has happened in this life, you're doing ancestral healing. There is an overlapping of grandmothers and of ancestors and grandfathers, and it's an overlapping, and you're healing for all of them. So you have the support and the honor of your ancestors too, and not only yours, but the other parents. Queen of Wands, the energy is fiery. This could be confirmation for you. Perhaps you're a fire sign, but that doesn't matter so much as the energy, which is, this is the energy of the ancestors, right? You are being put up on a pedestal. You're being revered. You're being honored. Look at that red scarf blowing in the wind. That is the root chakra. These are your roots, your ancestors. And you see how cloudy and misty it is? That cloud is being lifted by your presence, by your magic, by your energy, and the work that you are willing to do. And your spirit baby wants you to know where many babies are often a reincarnation of an ancestor, of some, I am new. I am new, I am a hybrid being, and I bring in a newness into our ancestry. I embody the hopes and the dreams that have not come to fruition. I am new. I am not a regurgitation of old wounds and patterns and dramas and traumas. No, I am the hopes of our ancestry, of our ancestral bloodline. I'm an incarnation of that. Wow, this is a powerful energy. Your tendency to self-betray, especially when you feel threatened and afraid. You're going to look back on something that feels ancient, that feels old, This could be this person who you have history with. But this time what you see is going to be very different. This time you're going to see a 6 of Wands. This is celebration. 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. This baby is coming in. And we're looking at a time frame of 10 months. Let me just confirm that. For many of you, the time frame is 10 months. 6 to 10 months. Yes. The 6 of Cups, the soulmate card just fell out. This is reconciliation as well. 6 Cups, 10 Cups. That's months. 6 to 10 months. And I've also got the 6 of Wands here. But when I asked them if it's Wands, if this is the timeline, they said not this soon. Wands is very fast energy. That would have been 6 weeks. So, in closing, your reading, pile 3, plane going overboard. Let's get a message from the angels. And then I want to look into the message from your oracle cards so we can get a truer, deeper understanding of the energy that this spirit baby comes to honor you with. The angels of light bring you an archangel energy. Archangel Zadkiel steps forward for you and is here to support you and help you to find tolerance and forgiveness. Archangel Zadkiel works on the violet ray of purification and transmutation, helping you to release lower vibrations and ascend to a higher way of being. Angel wisdom suggests that you visualize yourself in the violet flame and invoke Archangel Zadkiel to support you. Place your troubles and difficult relationships within the flame so that all negativity is transmuted. You are blessed to have drawn this card today, for it indicates that you are ready to walk the path of light. Now, let's get the comprehensive message from your card, Faith. Look there, we've got the number 10 there as well. I didn't notice it earlier. So this is what your spirit baby is helping you to embody, faith. Faith is the growing seed that moves towards the light despite being in the midst of darkness. At each stage of the soul's evolutionary ladder into expanded consciousness, a leap of faith is needed. And you are really, really quantum leaping this ladder. So taking that leap of faith within you is choosing to jump without the reassurance of a safety net. It is choosing to move forward regardless of whether there is absolute certainty that things will work out the way that you wish. Taking that leap into the unknown requires great courage. It is about trusting spirit despite not knowing what lies before you. This message comes to encourage you to let go and allow the universe to take care of you. Release any doubts or fear that you may hold and have faith in yourself. Have faith in your choices, which are guided by the wisdom of your heart. We all travel up the mountain path, experiencing both adversities and joy. What separates the visionary from the crowd is their courage to take that leap of faith. Many stand at the edge of the cliff with all their dreams, visions, and desires, but out of fear, they stay at the cliff's edge. You were born to fly, dear one, by stepping out of your comfort zone and letting go of what was. You live your life to its full creative potential. Have faith and live your life fearlessly. An exercise that you are being offered is to visualize yourself jumping from the mountain peak within you with expansive wings. See yourself soaring high into the heavens. With faith and courage, you fly higher into expanded state of awareness. So visualize Imagine that your fear is a mountain peak within you. Stand on its edge and visualize that you take a leap from it. And as you do that, your wings expand and you see yourself soaring into higher into the heavens and expanded states of awareness. Do that with your breath work. Do that with your meditations. What a beautiful message, pile 3. So, I hope that you've enjoyed this message, that has brought you the clarity that you need and clearly deserve, that you enjoyed connecting to messages from your spirit baby on the other side. And of course, if you want to have a personalized channeling, you're welcome to contact me, or a reading, taking a look into your relationship or whatever else. Details are in the description box below, and I will be honored. Whatever you choose to do, do what is best for you. Love and light. See you next time. Bye now.